So what's your experience at Sextasy so far?
Sextasy was a heart decision for me. My head told me lots of reasons no, and my heart told me a lot of reasons yes. I felt very drawn to it. And my experience at Sextasy, having an experience in this body, has been huge. Because I spend so much time in my mind every day intellectualizing everything and trying to map it and create a concept out of it. What I've learned at Sextasy is how to get in my body and listen to my body. And it's nothing that I can do. It's kind of blowing my mind. So what I've experienced is deep breathing. What I've experienced is love for myself. What I've experienced is perspective shifts. What I've experienced is love for myself that I haven't felt before, and that is reflecting in how others also bring love into my space. What I've experienced at Sextasy so far is defining my boundaries and standing up to say what they are, and noticing the guilt and the shame that I've felt around that for a long time. And I'm ready to shift the patterns in my life, and there's already been big breakthroughs already, just telling people no and telling people yes, and working through all the feelings that come up when I speak that authentic truth, and it's an in-body experience.
What's your experience when you're prior to Sextasy within your relationship?
So I've been married for 11 years. I love my partner so much, and for me, I personally have been so afraid of sex. I've been ashamed of sex. For me, I have not shown up for my partner in fullness and integrity. And I had tethered that orgasm means sex and that touch means sex, and all those are together. So anytime I'm hugging another human being, I'm feeling shame about it because it's not my wife. Anytime I'm doing anything besides shaking hands with a dude, I'm feeling shame about it because it's not my wife. And that's part of what colored my relationships. What kind of meaningful intimacy can I really have with other human beings if I'm feeling too much guilt and shame to touch them, to interact with them, to realize that I can touch another human being and have it not be sexual? I've lived multiple decades of interacting with human beings, my wife, my family members, coaches, clients, all the folks that I work with professionally, folks that I work with in the community, folks that I work with where I worship. I've been so afraid to be a sexual being and to actually get in this body. I've been so afraid to touch anybody for fear that they would think I was trying to have sex with them. I didn't trust my own boundaries. I didn't trust my own ability to say yes or say no. And as I've been here at Sextasy already, we're starting to untether that sex and touch are separate, and that orgasm is separate from all of those. And those are massively important skills to create meaningful relationships. It's already moving the needle a ton. I'm seeing huge shifts.
So what's been the biggest breakthrough and biggest benefit so far?
I'm really good at feeling guilt and feeling shame. I'm good at yelling. I'm good at avoiding. I'm good at just trying to learn some more information to plug the hole that I feel in myself. And the breakthrough is that it doesn't have to be hard. I've gone to a lot of retreats and it's been like guts work, and we got to puke out all our guts, and we got to scream primally and do all this like heavy, crazy deep dive into the darkest abyss of pain and suffering and anguish. And there's another way to do it, because pain and pleasure are opposite poles on the same spectrum. So to be expressing myself vocally and with sound and learning to move big energy and old dense energy through pleasure has been so much fun, just as effective, and was exactly what I needed to move forward in my journey of being a human and creating awesome relationships with people.
What would you say to someone considering attending Sextasy or other retreats?
I'd say check your body and listen for a hell yes. Because your body knows. Your body knows if this is the right thing for you. My body knew, and I tried to argue with it for a long time. Stop arguing, start listening, check in. If it's a no for you, own that no and say, no, that's not how I want to learn, and go find the thing it is that you'd love to learn. If it's a yes for you, like it was for me, oh man, it's going to rock your world. Check in. Find your yes in your body. Your body knows.